Hi, Said Ahmed here. Welcome second part of salary management system. In today's tutorial, we will learn how to calculate the amount, overtime amount for the extra number of hours work, and then we will see how we can calculate the amount for the deductions. Uh, First, we have the number of hours, so which we generate using a formula that's known as the rand between, because we don't have exact figures, so we are assuming the dummy data. This from 1 to, let's say, 8 hours. So randomly generated, we did it. Now we are going to calculate the amount for this. We use again VLOOKUP formula for the same. At this time, we are targeting, or we are looking the value of number of hours in the a policy table or the table array with the name overtime, and from there I will call the value from the second column, that's is 0. If you click, so you are getting 1.5%. so let's discuss first the policy which is given to us. We assume that if an employee working, if an employee working 1 hour, so he is getting 100% rate of his 1 hour basic of the basic salary. And if she working for 2 hours, so 10% additional of the 1 hour basic salary. And if 3 hours consecutive 3 hours, then he is getting 20% additional. And for 4 and more number of hours working as extra work, so they are getting 30, 40, 50% additional respectively of the basic rate of their per hour salary. So this is a rate which is given to us according to the policy. Now I have to multiply this with the per hour salary, that is basic salary divided by 240. What is 240 here? If I calculate per day salary, so I'm supposed to divide basic salary, that's D4 divided by 30, and then if I further want its per hour salary, so the calculated result of the per day salary would divide by 8, because 8 is the working hours. So the total working hours of a month is a 240, which I got by multiplying 30 with the 8, 30 days in a month and 8 hours in a day. So result is 240. So directly I'm multiplying by 2, dividing by 240. Or you can do this by this 30 and then divided by 8. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do, you can do it, but I would prefer to do this divide by 240, then multiply this by number of hours, that's obviously in the K4 cell, and then I'm getting this amount over here. Then go for a number of leave deductions. So in the leave deduction table, we have a policy that if an employee avails 1 day leave without informing, so we will deduct 100% of their basic salary of a day. If 2 days, then 10% additional. If 3 days, 20% additional. If 4 days, 130, 40 and 50% additional respectively. So go and let's again, I'm generating here number of leaves using the same formula, and that's the rand between. Okay, it's a rand between by this, and let's apply the formula. Formula is a V look up. So we look up, now I'm looking this value, that's my number of leaves in the table array with the name leave deductions. So here it's leave deduction, again index number 2 where the rate is given. I'm calling this. Now this is multiplied by the basic salary, that is D4 in this case, divided by 30 for per hour rate, per day rate, and multiplied by number of leaves, right? So getting this one, usually we show again the deductive in the parentheses in accounting or the finance format. So I have to apply here negations and then go click on the comma style for the accounting representation. So I'm getting here. But what if a employee does not okay, since we have only 1 to 8, so there isn't anyone. I guess I should apply over here 0, because this is possible that it's not possible for all the employees that they avail leaves. But what if someone doesn't have any leave? So I have to apply over here a check, and that is if this number of leaves is equal to 0, then the result is 0, else this result, right? So if I explain, this is my condition where M4, that's my number of leaves, is equal to 0, then in true parameter I'm calling 0, while in false parameters I'm calling this formula which we saw just earlier. So now for here we do not have the message not applicable, we have a message dash that represent the 0. So now let's go to calculate the amount for half days. Again I'm using here a rand between formula from 0 to 8 to generate dummy data, and applying here formula. Okay, in that case we have a policy, and the policy is this, that 1 half day or 1 short leave is allowed by the company. But if a person and having 2 half days, so 1 day salary deduction, if 3 10% additional and 120% additional and so on. So we apply a formula, that's we look up again, look this number of half days in the table array with the name half day deductions. From there we are calling again to from the half day deduction which give us the rate, and then I multiply this with the D4, that's having basic salary divided by 30 for a day, and then I multiply this with half day divided by 2. Why this divided by 2? Because we have already mentioned that 1 half day allowed, while on 2 half days there is 1 day salary deduction. In this case, employee having 5 half days, it means 2 full half day salary is deducted, while for the 5th half day 50% of the salary deducted, total is 2.5 half day salary is deduction. So again here is what if someone doesn't have any half day. So again apply a check is if 0 then result not 0, if is less than or equal to 1, which includes 0 as well as 1, then the result is 0, else go for this result. And we are over here getting result, and then apply comma style for the accounting. We got it. Here we go to calculate the amount for the late coming. The policy is given to us for the late coming is this, that on 3 late coming 1 day salary deduction, which means 2 late coming allowed, and if more than 3 10% additional, 120% additional and so on. Then again I'm generating data using the formula rand between like this. Okay, and then we go to calculate the amount for the later deduction using same formula, that's lookup. Looking this value where that's in the late deductions table, calling reference 2, and then I multiply this with the basic salary divided by 30. This is further multiplied by number of the late coming. In this case we are dividing 3 because the policy is of 3. Okay, we got this. Not applicable. Obviously, to manage that, those employed who did not make any late coming in the entire month, so we apply again check of this. If it's equal to 0, then 0, not equal, sorry, it's less and equal to 2, which mean 2, 0 and 1 no deduction. Then go for further and calculate this one. Now this is the deduction. Okay, that's good. Now let's go to calculate the gross salary. Here gross salary is different because now I have to change the range, and the range is from basic salary. I'm sorry, I did some mistake, I guess. Yeah, over here, guess gross salary, I'm sorry. So here we have from D4 to till this, and then we are adding range of this over time, then we are adding this, then we are adding this, and then we are also adding this because all deductions are added, they are already in minus, so the result is this, right? Now taxation is applicable over here. Here we go to calculate the net salary, and that is sum of gross salary plus, in this case, is taxation, that is obviously deducted. So we got this gross salary. Hope that you will be enjoying this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. See you in next video. Till that, take care.